What's up, everyone? This is Punchy,
Oh,
and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2, Watsunagashi. Um, Last we left off, I think Mion was just leaving for her part-time job, or her, family's uncle's work or something. Um, and I don't think we know what happened after that. She was just leaving. So let's get it on. Ah, yeah, she's saying, you should kill me while you still can. If you don't, Punchy-chan, you might not live to regret it. Me and that are saying such an ominous line. Yes, we know how ominous it actually is, and how little this Punchy knows. Everybody laughed heartily along with her. Ask God to make you a boy in your next life. I'll also have him make me a boy. And together the two of us will start taking over the country as a warm-up. Mion-chan, if you don't get going soon, the shop owner told her meekly. A lot of us looked like we were having a lot of fun, so it must have been hard to put a wet blanket on things. Later then. Today was really fun. I'll see you later, guys. Tomorrow at school. Bye, Mion. Don't be late for work. Everyone waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting, and the breeze carried a hint of chill. Shall we play for a bit more in town? I have that feeling from before. I could see the emptiness in her eyes. You just take away the shine, and ugh. I was a little different. I never experienced this character model in the scary form. Or should we go home? The road gets scary when it's dark. We know what happens when it gets dark. Then I guess it's time to leave. We certainly caused a ruckus today. We sure did. Okay, let's go home. Oh, end of a good Sunday. The wind blew gently as if to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I didn't really mind. Oh, that's right. Rena-san, you achieved an overwhelming victory, didn't you? When Rena gets like that, I'm sorry to say it, but there's no winning against her. It was because the cards were so cute. See? I bought them, Star. How? Rika was the same as usual. When it comes to boys, it's like taking candy from a baby. Well, Rika was my favorite from the beginning. Adorable little girl. It was an easy win. How much was calculated and how much was natural? I get scared when I think about how Rico turned out in the future. Ooh, Rico would be talk of the town? That makes sense? Satoko-chan was amazing too. The way it ended was really exciting. It wasn't so it became where I should be complimented. Was I the only one that lost I had to make my own win? I mean, yeah, Satoko charmed everyone and everything, but, was I the one who had to, cheat? Probably not, right? Knowing this group. Punchy, you also showed your fangs at the end there. Well, I guess. I'm the type of guy who's the strongest when he's cornered. Tomita-san and the others seem to be cheering on really hard. What was that? Oh, right. Our deal with them. We won't forget you, Tomita-san and Okamura. He made some sort of promise with Tomita. Oh yeah, and Okamura. It's probably a secret. Oh, little do they know. A secret? A secret? How? I wonder what it is. I wonder. Oh, we know what kind of secrets you keep, Rena. Sometimes for a man, there are times we can only understand one another by fighting. Wow! Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. After that, everybody continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents, and reflected on how fun today was. Everybody look! The sunset is beautiful! Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed. Waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. God, when you hear that in the summer, like when I last heard in the summer, I should have just gone last time. But yeah, when I hear that in the summer, it's just like this came to mind so much. Maybe we really want to come back. Oh, tips. Who is Mion's uncle? Good question. All right. Let's check out the very first tip we've gotten. Oh, that's weird. Like the tip screen goes back to the Steam version and the Steam version sprites, but it'll probably change. Maybe I didn't. Oh, okay, good. Yep. Sorry, I suddenly got called into my part-time job at my uncle's shop today. What's that? No club today then? Well, I'm sorry. Mion put her hands together in apology and grinned. If you really want to do club today, they can always do without this old man. Aw. You can't do without me, an old man. The club locker was stuffed full of games. You can pick whatever. Can't do without the grandpa of the group. The club locker was the trans-dimensional space from which Mion pulled games whenever we met for club activities. I wondered how so many freaking games could be stored in the locker. It was even smaller than the one with the cleaning room supplies in it. Besides those games, there was also a cornucopia of suspicious objects. Costumes? For punishment games. Oh, man. I think we had Satoko in like cat ears last time. Adorable. If we lined them all up on the floor in order to sort them, they would definitely fill the entire classroom. I mean, if anyone would have something like that, it would be Mion. Nah, we shouldn't. I get the feeling that if I mess around in that locker, everything inside will come tumbling down on me. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe Amateur should have meddled with this. Mion gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president. I'm not surprised. The teacher is looking for the key to the gym storehouse. Do you have any idea where it could be? Eh? Did I not return it to the teacher's lounge? Mion said, feeling about in her pocket. Excuse me. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket. I knew you had it, Mion-san. I knew you were beyond a shadow of a doubt. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that you simply must have been the one who had it. Is it necessary? I mean, I don't know, that sentence seemed extremely and unnecessarily long and wordy. I was right too. Satoko and I were both right. Giggling, Satoko and Rika-chan... Oh, I don't know why I've been calling Rika Satoko and Satoko Rika. I don't know why I mix them up. Okay, so Rika-chan clapped her hands together in celebration. You're annoying. Oh, poor things. Slap clap. Mion elbowed Satoko and Rika-chan right in the heads. Then headed to the teacher's lounge. Oh, right. Have you two heard? Mion has a part-time job, and that's why she's not coming to the club. Oh, is that so? That's so very droll of her. Me? The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the #1 thing I looked forward to when going to school. Oh. It wasn't hard to agree with her melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today. I know it's all like it's happy in the beginning part, but I mean really, I can't stop thinking about like when I first found out about this, about like not Higurashi, Onikakushi, whatever it's called before, the demon thingy, and then like you just know the whole town knew that I knew about it, but I had to keep quiet on it, and the looks that I mean, I don't know if it's the same. I don't think it might be different here, I guess. Considering chapter 1 was Onikakushi, or whatever it's called, and this one's about the Watanagashi, the festival. So we'll see. I can't wait to get to that part. So Mion's got a part-time job. I wonder what she's doing anyway. Whenever Mion canceled the club, it was usually because of her job. However, it also didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go at all for a while. It sounded like a pretty damn random part-time job. Well, if it's like a family thing, I mean, it's just whenever they need help. It doesn't sound... I mean, it is pretty random. She isn't working at any one shop or anything. She isn't? Does that mean she's a day laborer? Mion, wearing socks and a helmet, sweating to death in a factory? I couldn't imagine such a thing. She's tomboyish, I could. Mion-san helps her uncles out whenever their employees go on vacations. She's like a handyman. Ah, I get it. Now that you mention it, her having a job at her uncle's place. I think I've heard about that before. Yeah, in my past life. She's a lot of uncles who run their own shops, so Mi is in very high demand. Oh, that's interesting. He's not a single uncle. She has a lot of uncles who own shops? A lot of them? Oh, were you unaware, Punchy-san? There are many relatives of Mion-san's in Okinomiya who run their own stores. Huh? I didn't know that. So they're all different kinds? Yeah. There's a bakery, a produce market, a ramen shop, and many others besides. Jeez. They should own their own mall or something. That toy store we went to for the club the other day is one of them. Ah. I was dumbfounded. That's amazing. Is Mion's family blessed with some kind of crazy business sense? It runs to me. Oh, you know what? That really makes sense with them kind of knowing about if it's like this in the last chapter. I guess it makes it easier for her to know so much about like what happens around, because she has like a ton of family apparently all around the area. So that's another thing to add onto the list to look out for. There are others, like a loan shark, a land shark, a strip club, and a brothel. What I'm saying is they do lots of things. Okay, a couple weird things came up that time, but still, more of a couple. Land shark. I could tell it was pretty extensive. So the reason she's so fussy about returning money she lent you is because of the blood of land sharks run through her veins, huh? That explains that. Once, I completely forgot to pay me back for money she gave me to go shopping, and she threatened me, saying that if I didn't return it, she'd throw me in the red light district, and that would be the end of me. Oh, jeez. Riki-chan being sold into the entertainment industry. Yeah, quote-unquote entertainment, to pay off her debts. Ah, crap, okay, no, Punchy, come on, man. I mean, yeah, you're both in grade school, but she looks very much younger than we're supposed to be. Dying by being thrown on the ground must be the silliest form of death I've ever heard of. Huh? She doesn't really get it, does she? Recently, she seemed so unspoiled. Riki-chan and I gave her a pat on the head. Why are you petting me? I'm petting you because you're a good girl, Satoko. Satoko lost confusion, but she seemed to understand she was being made fun of. End of the tip. So that's, yeah, knowing how much family she has around town and how easy, I guess, like before in the other chapter it was for her to keep an eye on me, especially. That really, like, brings that out a bit more. Alright. Let's save over the last one. End of chapter 1. How many chapters are in that thing again? I had like, what, 30, 41-ish episodes, so it must have been a lot. Alright. Let's keep going. I wonder when all the creepy stuff's gonna happen. I knew it... Yeah, I said it wouldn't take as long here, but we still gotta get through it, don't we? I wonder why afternoons always make you feel so sleepy like this. Mion spoke in a voice that went so far as to make whoever heard her lethargic. You want a medical explanation for sleepiness? I could say it, but it'll just make you more sleepy. Spare me. It was almost 3 o'clock. 6th period was almost over. By the way, Satoko and everyone else in the lower grades ended their school day after 5th period, so they were probably running around in the schoolyard right now. I could hear their joy-filled voices coming from there right now. Oh, what I would give to be able to join them. Yeah, I kind of miss being in those like old grade school desks. I'm eager to go back to see actually how small my seats were. Michan, you're the class representative, so you should try harder. No going to sleep. You see, rather than the class representative, I'd rather be the president of the boxing club. They get to sleep a lot. Huh? What makes you think that? At the boxing gym, they're always hitting the sack. Get it? Oh. The teacher cackled as she hit the back of Mion's head with the corner of a textbook. That's all from me. I'll leave it at that for today. That was a good joke, though. Representative, please direct the class. Everybody, stand up. At attention. Mion, who had been half asleep, became lively again the moment she heard class was over. It must be delightful to be that shrewd. Homeroom was done after the lower grades had finished their lessons, so we were free to go. It was one of the odd rules we had as a mixed grade school. When they knew class was over, Satoko and Rika-chan returned to the classroom. Good work today. Alright, it's time for happy fun club activities. Yeah, that's right. What should we do today? Hey, Michan, why don't we continue what we started yesterday? Yeah, we should do that. Why she's so flustered? To have it end like that though, when things were getting good, I won't accept. Oh, okay. So, yesterday back at the toy store. Now, I know how you feel, but let's save that for another time. Something like that shouldn't be done somewhere dinky, like a classroom, after school, but a grander stage. I'm down whenever, but some of the younger guys said they'd watch me in the finals, so let me know ahead of time. Whoa, Punchy-kun, you're amazing. There's people cheering you on. I wonder if there's anybody cheering on Rena. I couldn't help but watch as Rena entered pinning maiden mode. Haven't heard of that one. I'm not gonna pull any punches, ha! But I'll pray for your victory, Rena. With a saccharine, punchy brand smile, I ruffled Rena's hair roughly. What? How? Punchy-kun, what are you? How? Rena turned bright red and short-circuited, and smoke billowing from both her ears. Gazing to her eyes, a strange scene of me holding hands with Rena skip through a flower bed was reflected there. Even if it was in somebody else's imagination, it was terribly troubling. Meet Punchy, the Rena killer. Well, she's not wrong. When Rika-chan said that, everyone burst out laughing at once. That Rena is a Satoko and Rika-chan killer, though. It may be true that we can't win against Rena, but we won't lose to Punchy. Oh, this is becoming pretty interesting relationship map. Our strengths kind of interact like rock, paper, scissors. But that doesn't include Mion, does it? Of course not. It doesn't matter who it is, I won't lose. Mion leered with a gaze befitting of the club president. No, befitting of an empress. The mood in the room soon became more lively. It was a good moment. It was as good a moment as any to get started. Well now, let's get started nice and easy. Yeah. So then, Michan, what shall we do today? Mion let out a small interjection as she rummaged through the so-called club locker. Every time I look, there's always a ton of things crammed in there. Everything that's jammed in that locker is a game of some kind, you know? On top of that, things used for penalty games like cat ears and collars were kept in there. The capacity of that thing is unfathomable. That locker, made actually, maybe it actually extended through the wall into the 4th dimension. That's my theory anyways. If not that, then how else could you explain how someone could pull out item after item? After Mion touched her hand to her chin briefly in thought, she turned around without pulling out any games. Why don't we try and keep this a bit simple today? Playing games that require lots of pieces all the time can be a little bland, right? It doesn't matter what game it is, if everybody plays together, we can have fun. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ren and I both expressed our agreement. I feel the same way. With this group, there's no doubt even if we were pulling weeds from the school grounds, it would be fun. Oh, the camaraderie. That wouldn't be fun for me. Pulling weeds or whatever. Ugh, this one. That's right, isn't it? By the way, Satoko, could you stop reading people's minds by looking at their expressions? Whatever you're thinking is always written all over you. Oh, that's right. Could read me like a book, so I always know right away. I've always been told that, but ever since I got transferred, it seems like it's been especially bad. I need to develop a poker face, or I could be in for a rough time. Alright, everybody pay attention. I'm going to explain the rules. We all immediately cut the idle chatter and put on stern expressions. In no time at all, everybody's gaze focused like a tiger or a shark, listening intently. That's right. From the point where the rules are explained, the match has already begun. Today's game is probably better known as a party game. It's called Sympathy. Has anybody ever heard it before? Nope. Sympathy. It means to share someone's feelings, right? Huh. Maybe I might know this. Michan, maybe it's the game where we choose a topic and everybody writes down the first word that comes to mind? And the more people who share the same answers, the more points are awarded? In that case, Renan knows about it. Ah, I remember. I recall playing a game like that in grade school while we were on the bus during a field trip. I'm not familiar with this game. I would like an explanation. First of all, we have the leader choose a topic. For example, if they choose dessert. Satoko-chan, when somebody says dessert, what's the first thing you could think of? Let's see. Pudding or something. Okay, in that case, Satoko, would you write down pudding on your memo pad? Oh, you would write pudding down on your memo pad. Then everybody reveals their answers at the same time. If there's 2 or more people who wrote down pudding, they get points. The more people who write down the same answer, the more points are awarded. So if everybody writes down the same answer, that's a max of 5 points. In other words, the trick is to think so that what you write down is the same answer as everybody else. It was exactly as Rika-chan said. The point of this game was to think in a way so that you have the same answer as everybody else. For example, even if you heard the word dessert and immediately thought of strawberry sundae, if your answer doesn't match up with everybody else, you don't get any points. That's why you have to hold off on that answer and change to one that seems like one everybody else will choose. The key becomes not what you think yourself, but being able to predict what everybody else will answer is a very high-level intellectual game. I think you just need to know your friends more. For Satoko's sake, let's try practicing for 1 round. Okay, for this round, seeing as I'm co-president, the leader will be me, alright? The topic can be something random. Taking out her literature textbook, she began flipping to a random page. Alright then, this is the only practice round. The first topic is shaved ice. When you say shaved ice, there's only one answer, isn't there? Refreshing? Among the standard flavors of shaved ice, there's strawberry, melon, and blue hole. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten it at all. The most popular amongst those is obviously melon. Is it now? I didn't know. Everybody write down an answer. Then everybody show theirs at the same time, okay? Ready? Go! Strawberry, melon, Ujigin Toki. Strawberry. Strawberry. What? I'm the only one with melon? You guys, Don't go doing something so mundane as picking strawberry as the standard. Hey Rena, would you actually order strawberry shaved ice? The first thing that always sells out in the summer festival is always melon, isn't it? Rena also likes melon flavor, but really, it's all about the strawberry, right? Star. Punchy-chan, if I was to pick, I would actually choose melon. But you see, this is a word association game. If somebody says shaved ice, the first thing you think of is strawberry. Strawberry. I'm still not entirely convinced, but in any case, this is the type of game. Rika, what exactly did you write? Is that type of shaved ice? Oh, is that the Ujig something? Ujigin Toki. Ugh, pronunciation. It's incredibly delicious, you know? Well, it might be delicious, sure, but it's not exactly run-of-the-mill. Still, that's a pretty refined choice. Satoko, did this help you get a good idea? There were 3 people who wrote down strawberry, so those 3 people will get 3 points. We compete to see who can get the most. Yeah, I've got it. More importantly, Mion-san, what shall we do about today's penalty game? Oh, there's gonna be one after all. What will it be? What will it be? What should it be? Punchy-chan, you have a suggestion? What? For the penalty game? When I was in elementary school, there was a penalty game. Yeah. It can only be that. Schlepping. What is that? In other words, that thing where the loser has to carry around everybody's baggage. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Well, it normally wouldn't be too bad, but we know that this group is different. It happened often to the boys. Elementary school kids walking around completely covered in backpacks. You see it a lot. But how will we do that? Satoko-chan and Rika-chan's houses are the complete opposite direction from ours. Then how about the loser just carries the winner's stuff to their house? Getting everybody's stuff to their house would involve covering a pretty sizable distance. Oh yeah, just that much might be alright. Somehow today's penalty game is pretty simple. With a penalty game at this level, it wouldn't be able to even be fun to make Punchy-chan do it. Then shall we raise the stakes a bit? Not just play. Whoa, what just happened? Not just playing Porter. Ta-da! How will we have someone schlep stuff around dressed in this? What's this? What? Why a maid outfit of all things? How? It's cute and all, but no way. But you see. What do you do if Punchy-chan loses? Punchy-san. If we don't have a size that fits him, Oh, I didn't let the detail get by. I have a nice XO size one just for Punchy-chan. Where do you get these even? So, Punchy-chan, are you ready? I'm going to have you walk around outside dressed up as a maid. From the headband to the garter belt, even the underwear, I've got it all prepared. Okay, no. I know you get into this, Mei-chan, but that's a little much. This is insane. Why do you have every possible size of that type of thing in that locker? Really? I mean, I guess she has a bunch of uncles that own things, so... This is bad, Punchy Mirabara. Somehow it's become a situation where only my failure results in an overly cruel price to pay. What if I make a mistake and lose? I wouldn't be able to walk around in broad daylight anymore. Oof. This will be rough. Oh, ma'am, about that Maebara boy. Did you hear about him? It seemed like he's a penchant for cross-dressing. Oh my, really? Oh, that'd be so embarrassing, you know? Oh. That's way too harsh. That's just incredibly brutal. If we were to return this penalty to some semblance of normalcy, now is the only time. Everybody, I think we should refrain from this unwholesome penalty game. Why on the way back home from school? Do we have to be accompanied by a girl wearing a maid uniform and carrying our baggage? Having them say master while dragging them around the village in such an embarrassing outfit? Wait, why am I panting? What is this? It's feeling well up inside of me. Hey, let's just make it a normal penalty game. Wait, Punchy-kun is frozen stiff. That's okay, no, we're not gonna go to that territory. Burning with passion, I firmly place my hand on Rena's shoulders. Rena, there's no problem with this pen. Oh, Punchy, such a typical man. I just have to win. That's right, everybody. I turn to everybody with an idiotic grin, my pearly whites flashing in with a brilliant gleam. Oh, Punch-chan, you've come around to the idea, eh? No matter what the penalty game is, there's no reason to be afraid. You just have to win. Right, everybody? Yeah! Oh god, I'm gonna lose, aren't I? From Mion to Rika, everybody energetically thrust their fists up high. Only Rena seems so undecided, standing there looking flustered. She's a little bit slow, isn't she? If she wins, even for Rena, it's quite a delectable opportunity. Hey Rena, don't you see this is a pretty big opportunity? We could challenge the Toko-chan in a maid outfit, coming right to your doorstep. This is historically a great chance, isn't it? Sploosh! We began spouting a fountain of blood from her nose. The look in her eyes completely changed. She shifted into cute mode. I was waiting for this, Rena. The look in her eyes. How? To my doorstep? It's not like Punchy-chan or Me-chan wouldn't be good too. How? Alright, and it's time to stop there before the actual game starts. So we end up, I think, on a pretty good note for the exciting game, and before we see who actually wins this. It'll be fun and interesting. Hopefully it's not us, although, I don't know. Maybe I just get the feeling, I always have a bad feeling that we're always going to lose everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys, I've been asking how you guys have been, if anyone's actually still watching this. Yeah, just hope you guys are going to have a good time. From where I am right now, it's kind of cold, even though it's like springtime, so hopefully you guys are in better weather, and I see you guys later. Bye-bye.